Today on ELN Morning.
Honoring lives lost. ELN remembers victims of the Parkland school shooting 1 year ago today.
Behind closed doors, university archives reveal blackface at ELN.
All that and more?
ELN Morning starts right now. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Brian Ray.
And I'm Megan Lynn. Right now, a crowd is gathering outside of Linder Hall honoring the 17 victims killed in Parkland, Florida a year ago today. Our Rachel Ellis is there now. What's the scene like, Rachel?
Megan, Brian, good morning. There's certainly a lot of emotion outside here right now as the ELN community commemorates and remembers the 17 lives lost just last year in Parkland, Florida. With me is Teresa Prather. She graduated from Marjory Stoneman Douglas in 2017. Teresa, thank you for joining us this morning.
No problem.
Teresa, what's going through your head right now seeing the ELN community gather and remember the lives lost in Parkland?
Well, today is obviously a very emotional day for all of us, and it's hard. Thank you. It's hard, but it's really beautiful to see everyone come together. And I have a lot of friends that go to Douglas, and it's a very emotional time for them. But today is really about just like remembering the lives lost and really coming together and just loving one another and supporting one another through this tough time.
And hearing seasons of love and seeing your ELN community members gather this morning, what does that mean to your family and friends back at home?
It means a lot. Like, as I said, it's a very emotional time, and we all need to just love and support one another, and it's really nice to see. And I love the ELN community and everyone always does anything possible to make sure everyone's okay, so it's really nice to see.
March for Our Lives sweatshirt. What is this sweatshirt? What is this morning? What does this time mean for you, our nation?
My best friends ran March for Our Lives, so it's a very important time for activism and to really get out there and fight for our lives. And if this can happen to anyone, I definitely did not think it would happen in my neighborhood. And my community has grown stronger from the tragedy, and it's just a time to fight now.
Thank you, Teresa, for joining us this morning. For more on the vigil and Teresa's story, check out our website, elonnewsnetwork.com. I'll send it back to you all in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. There are other events today to remember the victims of the shooting. One ELN freshman is using the arts to honor her classmates. Callie Clougherty was at Marjory Stoneman Douglas the day of the shooting. Tonight, a version of the play Church and State that she directed will take the stage. The play takes place in the aftermath of a school shooting. It begins at 4:30 p.m. at the Yeager Recital Hall in the Center for the Arts. Be sure to check out our website for coverage of the event.
AT&T cell service is still causing problems for ELN students this morning. According to a corporate representative, 2 cell towers in Alamance County are not providing the company service right now. This is the 6th day AT&T has been down. The problem is still ongoing. They originally said service would be back up on Tuesday, and now they tell us the problem will be fixed today.
A Holocaust survivor is using his experience to educate ELN students. Hank Brote spent time in 5 Nazi concentration camps. He's an active member of the March of the Living, an annual Holocaust education event. The speech last night was co-sponsored by Elon Hillel and the Truett Center for Religious and Spiritual Life. Brote shared details about growing up as a teenager under Nazi rule.
It was September, very hot. They got close to 120 people per car. You couldn't stand. You could just sit one in one through the entire trip.
To hear more of Brote's story, you can read his memoir, A Candle and a Promise.
Conversations about blackface and racism are continuing on college campuses after photos of Virginia Governor Ralph Northam in blackface surfaced in his yearbook. Our Maya Eaglin spent some time in the university archives to find out about ELN's history.
Years of history can be found hidden in scrapbooks, yearbooks, and more inside the university archives. After the recent national controversy, President Book requested that the archives take inventory of racist images. Dean of Belk Library, Joan Rural, says what she found were reflective of the times.
We were sort of cautiously hopeful that we wouldn't find any of those instances, but of course we did.
Our team spent some time in the archives and found a pamphlet with a KKK mask, a letter requesting a racist professor to resign, and a woman from the 20s who said her nickname was the N-word. Senior Bria Kelly says that learning about blackface or minstrelsy has been an important part in her musical theater education.
When audiences saw it and they accepted it on the stage, when they saw it, it became normal to them.
And with yearbooks here in the archives spanning back over 100 years, it didn't take long to find examples of blackface and other racist images, like this one from 1916. And during Black History Month, the archives show a picture of some progress in the Black community, from cooks to kings, athletes to speakers.
This campus conversation is happening, during Black History Month. I think there are opportunities for maybe dialogue that feels a little more immediate.
But Kelly says little victories are not enough.
People are still doing blackface. People are still being disrespectful. People are still writing the N-word on bulletin boards and thinking everything's okay.
I think we preserve the record of them in that moment in time so that we're presenting an accurate representation of that time.
With reminders that history is always watching, Ruel says we can learn a thing or two from the past. Maya Eaglin, ELN Morning.
If you'd like to do some research of your own, all yearbooks are available online, or you can visit the university archives. They're open from 8 to 5 p.m. on the second floor of Belk Library.
After the break, I'll let you know if this is your Phoenix 5-day forecast.
Brian, I've not been loving this cold weather lately. I'm ready for spring. Paloma Camacho is live for the Phoenix 5-day forecast in the virtual studio. Paloma, what can we expect?
Good morning, Elon. As you step outside today, you will notice that it is a bit chilly, but otherwise it is quite sunny and beautiful. Today we have a high of 63 and a low of 41. Tomorrow will still be sunny. Tomorrow the high is 66 with a low of 51. Unfortunately, as we move on throughout the week, we will see rain showers, however. Saturday we have a high of 53 and a low of 31. Sunday a high of 50 and a low of 43. Monday a high of 59 and a low of 42. And Tuesday is still quite cold with a high of 48 and a low of 38. Remember to bundle up and have a great week, Elon.
Thanks, Paloma. Today is Valentine's Day, and our Maeve Ashbrook went to a family-owned florist to see how they've been preparing for the big day.
From personalized flower arrangements to gift baskets with chocolates, Philo's Creations is serving the community this holiday.
I will work with anybody that comes in through my door.
Philo Souza Rosa is the owner of Philo's Creations in Burlington, and she is dedicated to serving the Elon community. She has made gifts for Elon faculty, parents, and students, many of whom she says has been very last minute, but it's something she's used to.
12 and a half years, yes. I have people that work for the Elon.
The shop is also a family affair. Philo's daughter Nicole runs the front desk when business gets busy. The family dynamic apparent when you walk into their store.
We clash. We want to kill each other. No, she helps me just Valentine's and Mother's Day and special occasions when I'm really busy.
But at the end of the day, Souza Rosa says it's her special artistic arrangements that make a difference.
I like when they tell me, do my magic, you know. When I do a huge, big arrangement like I'm making one right now, it's gorgeous. It's really beautiful. And that's my favorite thing to do.
Hoping to spread love with a simple gift. Maeve Ashbrook, ELN Morning.
Brian, I love getting flowers, but the way to my heart truly is through my sweet tooth.
Oh,
and I have
sure.
a fun little recipe here that's not gonna cost you too many calories.
Good.
So this is my own version of strawberry shortcake bites. So they're one bite and they're not too bad. They're in phyllo dough, which is really thin. So these were pre-baked. I just bought them at the grocery store for a couple dollars. You drop a little slice of strawberry in, and then I have some sugar-free whipped cream, which is my favorite because I like it not too sweet. And then you just do a little swirl on top. Do you want to do yours?
Sure.
It's a little messy. Whipped cream is like my favorite food, if you didn't know that. It's so good.
I didn't know that.
And then if you want to dress them up, I just do a little bit of sprinkles on
Nice.
top.
I'm
What
just
do you
gonna-
like on top of your dessert? Do you like chocolate?
I would prefer a little bit of some dark chocolate on top
Yeah,
of
you
this.
could always do that too, but super simple. There's less than 40 calories in one of
Oh,
these.
wow. Oh,
So super
silly.
yummy. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy
How is this gonna
Valentine's
all fit?
Day. One bite.
Mmm.
Right?
It's really flaky.
It's
I
super
like it.
light.
Yeah.
And so it's not too filling, but it seems fancy, but you could honestly make it in your dorm.
Oh, this is really good.
Definitely gonna enjoy some of these later. And coming up, we have a live performance you don't wanna miss. Welcome back, guys. Why don't you introduce yourself for us?
My name is Bria Kelly. I'm a senior music theater major.
And what are you gonna be performing for us today?
So this is just gonna be like a little taste of what you will see at the Black History Month program entitled Saga on Tuesday, February 26th. And basically, this whole thing is just a big celebration of how far Black culture has come. From slavery to now, what has changed, what hasn't changed. And so we're basically just celebrating the journey that we have and the freedom that we have now.
All right, awesome. And we're gonna go ahead and just say goodbye before we let you take
Yeah.
it off. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning.
For all the news you need to know when we're not on the air, be sure to follow our social media at ELN News Network and check out our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
Yeah, have a great day and happy Valentine's Day, Elon. Bria, take it away.
Take it away.